What's good, people? The universe, the world. Voice here, back at you again. Got another weekly fasting video for you guys, explaining the past week how I did with my fasting and how everything went. Everything was good. It was actually great. I actually went 74 hours instead of 72 hours on my moon phase fast, which I enjoyed. Kind of was a breeze. Um, there was probably like 20 minutes out of the whole 72 hours that was really struggling, but I get into that in a little bit. But um yeah, the week went by great. Started off with doing bigger windows than usual. Windows was all the way up to 5 and 8 hours. 5 to 8 hours. Had one day it was 8 hours. I told you I got my tooth pulled and I wanted bigger windows so I can have longer times of eating, but I ate smaller meals. So after I got my tooth pulled Friday, Saturday, I didn't eat all the way into the night. I had some tea and fruit. Then the next day, I did a 5 hour, 6 hour eating window. Monday, I did another 6 hour, 7 hour window, I believe. I don't know. It's on my phone. I'm recording on my phone, so off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm guaranteed it was an 8 hour or 6 hour window. On Monday, I didn't have work that night, but Tuesday I had work, and I cut my eating off at 12 on Tuesday, and I started my fasting then. So from 12 Tuesday, mid noon, 12:30 really, I stopped eating. And I continued to the next day into 24 hours. That was Wednesday. Then I went another 24 hours. That was Thursday. I went another 24 hours into 12:30 Friday. And then I could have stopped at 8, but I didn't. So I waited to 3:30, 4:30. No, it was 3:30, yeah, and I had my first cup of tea. So 74 hours. It was it was planned for 72 at first. I was thinking 48, but then I was like, let's go 72. Full moon phase. Caught it before I even got into the moon phase. And plus, I like to fast when the moon phase is above 95%. So I got an app that tells me when the moon is coming up to being almost full. So anything over 95 is full to me. So I wanted that energy. So that's why I fast during that time. And plus I just had my tooth pulled a week before. So ending a week, Friday would have been a week. And that's when I ended my fast. But that week ending with the last 3 days I didn't eat. And so my that gum had a lot of time to heal with no eating, a lot of blood flowing to my head when you're fasting, and so they help that gum, like wherever you have a lot of blood going to, it'll help rejuvenate real easily. So having a long fast helps that blood comes up to the mouth, helps it rejuvenate that gum. If I was eating every day, it would be a way slower process and would take a lot much longer. All the stuff she told me I couldn't eat or do would take longer, but I decided to take a more dramatic shift so I can have a speedy recovery and uh, I can have less pain, I guess. I'm not having pain as I did the first time when I got a tooth pull and I wasn't fasting before, and I started fasting after, or the time before when I wasn't fasting before and I didn't fast after. So those three times tells me that, yeah, the more you do fasting, the better you get at it because your body is flexible with these things. And so pretty much that week went great because I did it while I was working. I worked three 10-hour graves this week. Uh, with my schedule, how I set up our job, they only need us for 30 hours this week. So these next couple weeks are going to be 30. So that's why I decided to do all this. How the tooth pulling during this time, how the fasting during this time, a little bit easier, but still was working graveyards, not getting enough sleep. I have kids. I got a wife. Got animals I got to take care of. So getting sleep during the day. I get it when I can, but I don't get good sleep. It's sleep, but good sleep is at night in the dark and having all these other rituals you do before going to bed so you can be the best person in the morning. I don't have none of that. That's why I do fasting so I can keep my energy, and feel like food would take away from me a whole lot. And that's another thing talking about that when you eat, it takes up a part of your daily energy. So when you eat, you don't get energy right away. That plate of food you eat, you're not gonna get energy in the next 3 hours. You're gonna look at the next day for that energy. That's something that's actual factual that you can look up. The meals you eat the day or the day before, really, depending on how you live your lifestyle, ain't really affecting you in that moment. It's the next day or the day after. So when it comes down to it, when you eat the day of, what's your body doing with it? Is using a certain percentage of your daily energy to break down food. Now, all I know is when you reach 100, when you get full off every single meal, your body takes 30% of your daily energy to break down that meal. So after you eat, 30% of your energy for the day is used to break down one meal. So if you eat 3 meals a day and you're getting full each meal, that's 90% of your meal right there. That's 90% of your energy right there, already gone dedicated to food. Just to break down food and to store it in your body. And not even just to break down and store it, and to move the other food that you was eating the previous 2 days out of your body. So to get that all moving, you need a lot of energy just to get that all moving. If you know anything about systems, it takes an assembly line. This got to work first, then this, then the stomach, then the other parts. Everything has to be working in synchronous for everything to be moving flow. If one thing is off, it's going to slow up everything behind it. So let's say you have one back kidney, your liver's not working good, or your stomach's not working good, or your small intestine not working good. It's going to back everything else up. The majority of people are having at least one organ failure, especially where I live in the United States, where people practice the worst diet in the world. They got at least one organ failure that they don't even know about. So when you're having, especially the colon, oh yeah, the colon too. Like I preach about the kitchen, which is your mouth, and the trash can, which is your colon. You don't keep those two things clean in your house, your vessel, you're not gonna live that long, and your life is gonna be suffering. Period. So when it comes down to keeping those two things clean is just where to start, but it's a good start. Keeping your kitchen, your mouth, that means everything, your tongue, teeth, gums, throat, your tonsils all clean, and then large intestines, clothing. You know what I mean? Your butthole too. Like all that needs to be covered, because if that's not, those two places can get real toxic, and when those get toxic, things go bad real fast. See people with holes in their throat, all their teeth missing, or gum disease, or some kind of throat element, or real bad acid reflux. They don't have a good time. You know what I mean? Then it comes down to the people that have colon cancer, or large intestines problem, or a tumor, and they cancer in their large intestines or small intestines. That ain't fun. That ain't fun. Know what I mean? Like they got specific names for those diseases, but it's specific areas, and then specific names, or the people that specific areas to the body that people are connected to that got these names, but it's all simply fact that certain parts of the body isn't working. So when you having everything backed up, the best thing to do is, when you're in an assembly line, is to stop production and fix that one area and keep going. Well, you don't treat your body like that. When it's hurting, when your stomach hurting, usually people keep adding more stuff. When pancreas is hurting, add more stuff. Kidneys hurt, add more stuff. Liver, acid reflux, got add more stuff. And then you're putting the medicine on top of the problem is not going to solve your problem. It might neutralize it, but you still got the problem. You need to figure out something that's going to release the stress, the inflammation, and then solve the problem. So the first problem is what you're putting in your body. Then the second point is, what are you going to mix inside of your body to help it? Are you going to mix something that's going to cause an even higher inflammation, which burning or a throbbing pain? But people don't understand how to listen to their body, meaning, when it's throbbing, a lot of blood is going there, and your blood's trying to move it or heal something on the inside. A lot of pinching, that means it's something inside of your body that's hurting you directly. Like You need to get that out. It might be a hard push to get something that's pinching you out. It's going to pinch the rest that's coming out. So it comes down to understanding like what's going on inside of your body. And so like with me and my tooth, I mean my gum, not a tooth anymore, it's gone. I wasn't putting nothing, I wasn't using it. I wasn't abusing it. It was like I shut it down to get some work done, and it works now fully good. And the past 3 days since Friday, I haven't been eating 8 hour windows, but Friday after breaking a long fast, I really go slow, so I really don't be counting when I'm gonna stop eating. I just have a bigger window, and I eat smaller increments, and I didn't have no problems right away. Like I usually break my fast with tea and fruit, so that never been a problem. Even when I had a bad tooth, that actually helped, but it was the other stuff that would get in the way. That 20% of what random shit I eat that was giving me problems. Some of this stuff right away, like I had to go stop eating, put that shit in the trash, and go clean out that bad tooth because it was like I just feel it like throbbing real bad because of the extra food I put in. So it got down to like understanding like, yo, this is assembly line. If I stop this, I can get all the help from the factory to come help this area. You know what I mean? See my body as a assembly line at that point. But that's how it works in my eyes. You know what I mean? You stop the assembly line. Everybody focus on this one. We can keep going. Just imagine on the assembly line, you keep going, but something's broke. The product ain't gonna be that good. First of all, the workers are gonna know this is bullshit. What we're doing. You know what I mean? Your body gonna understand that you don't give a fuck. You're just gonna keep pushing shit in. It's like your body gonna know your mind ain't respecting your body, and that's what we need to do. Like your mind need to respect your body, your spirit need to respect your mind and your body, and everything comes back to one another. You can connect on a higher level. But people are so gun ho about just keeping fuel in when the fuel is actually just burning you alive from the inside out. But my 72-hour fast went great. Like it gets to a point where I understand the moon energy and fasting at the same time, and I'm it seems like I'm getting less sleep, but I'm getting better sleep. So I'm not having to sleep longer. So 8 hour or 6 hour sleeps are easy. They're good, but sleeping for 4 hours and I sleep hard and I get up and I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm jittery and then I take my little breaks because when you're fasting, when you get the light winded, oh, you gotta stop. You know what I mean? Start and drink some water, stop, slow down, get some sunlight, get some water, get some air, and you're all good. You're not eating, so you're doing a lot of work on the inside that you normally not do. Yeah, you wake up with a 4 days of energy, but your body on the inside is like, oh, we're not putting food in. Let's get to some real work. Exactly. So let's talk about my 20 minutes that was really tough because that's when my body was doing some word work. So on the on Thursday, right before I went to work, it was the last day I was going to work. Thursday night, I had woke up, and plus, by the way, this is something extra I did on top of it. I drank a really strong tea before I went to sleep. So when I get off work Thursday morning, I sleep for a couple hours, 2 hours usually. Then I wake up, hang out with my daughters. I help them with school, feed them a little bit, and then I take care of the animals. And in between that, I had a cup of green tea with nothing added, no honey. And so this green tea wasn't a regular green tea; it was an extra strength green tea for balance and detox. And so I took this Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, Tuesday was kind of rough. I just had it was just pushing out all the poop. You know what I mean? That first 24 hours, and then I had that tea, and it was getting the cycle going real good. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like when you're fasting and you're pooping, that's good. When you're fasting, you're not pooping, that's bad. All right, you're really backed up. So I did this to get it kick started, and it really got it kick started. So the next day I did it again. It really gave me some results, some that slowed me down for about 20 minutes. So when I got to work, that's when it happened. Like, on my way to work, I was feeling good. I had fresh air. And in my job, the air quality is not good. The environment is really, I'm a welder. So the air quality is not good. So when I walked into the building, I kind of got choked up. Like, I don't know, like the room I go clock in at, like it's not like the the where we're actually doing work at, but I kind of got choked up, and we was in a meeting. I had to go take like 5 minutes to myself, and I ended up throwing up. And the thing about it, when you understand what's going on when you detoxing your body, it hits a reset point. And so mine did, and my stomach acid reset, and I had to poop, but I was holding it for so long because I was on my way to work that my body was like, all right, since it's not coming down, it's coming up. And I threw up, then I pooped out there, and they was kind of the same color, like acid. So this was an acid reset in my stomach, and yeah, I felt great right out there. I felt like when I woke up from my sleep, I didn't feel like I was done sleeping or that something needed to be pushed. And when I tried to lay back down, I was like, nah, it's something need to be pushed out. And this was a special poop too. At the same time, sometimes people uh, they start detoxing on a deeper level and they get the real results. That's why I want to talk about a little bit. Like, you kind of build up a muscle for fasting, and once you get done with the detoxing, you get to the stripping part, which you get to the part that's the deep detox, the stuff I'm trying to reach, just the fat that's been sitting in my body that's in between the organs, the fat that are in the hidden places that you really can't get to unless you're doing certain things. So I've been doing deep stretching with my hips and trying to unlock my hips and my lower back, because that's where I have most of my problems in sports and with food, that lower tummy and that back area. And so I unlocked some stuff because I've been getting deeper and deeper in my squats while fasting, and that unlocks the large intestine, unlocks the small intestine, unlocks the hips, and I can stuff can flex with you. What I'm saying is I got a little piece of the black snake that came out. So in the holistic community, everybody knows once you get deep into detoxing, your body will concentrate the tar inside of it, and it will store it in a certain place. If you can get to the point you can push this stuff out, you can sit in the toilet. That's another thing you should examine your feces that come out of your body and what it is. All right, what came out of my body before then didn't look like what came out of my body then. Like, pretty much, everything was. You can look on the chart of feces that come out of your body, and that's good, that's good, that's bad, that's okay, that's terrible. Okay, everything was good, good, good. Then what came out was literally a special thing that comes out either if you're super sick or you're super detoxing, one or the other. That's kind of another topic to talk about, because your body can do the same thing in a good way and a bad way. So a little bit of the black snake came out, and it wasn't hard to come out. It was kind of came out easily and smooth, and that's what I was shocked about. But the breakup wasn't good, and that's what I was feeling. Was my stomach was breaking it up. No, not my stomach. My lower gut was breaking it up, and it wasn't feeling good. And this was a reset because my stomach, I puked a little bit, and it wasn't like a whole lot of puke. I like literally not even a mouthful of acid, but I tasted it in my mouth, tasted nothing but like old acid. Like when you drink and you throw up from drinking, it burns like really bad. This wasn't like a burn. This was like a really acidy taste, but it was like it like coated my teeth weird than a normal throw up I used to have back in the day playing sports and drinking a lot. But this was a different one, and I like looked it up, and it was a good thing that it came out. But at the same time, it was related to my poop and how my poop was with that snake, and it was like, wow, this is crazy how this is year 3 of doing intermediate fasting, year 2 of doing block fasting, and I'm at the point where I'm getting my great results. My weight fluctuations under my control. And I'm seeing the things that I've been reading about for years, and I'm like, wow, this is just happening now. And it tells me that this needs to be a lifetime thing, because even though I'm doing the correct things, there's still so much advertisement and commercialism that would bring me back, that would set me back, that would put all this on my plate to where I gotta, like, what decisions do I make? Do I want to stay healthy or do I want to stay clean? And where's the gray area in between? That's why I came up with 80-20, because before I was doing this whole week I would eat clean, then this whole week I would eat bad. Now that doesn't work. Or the weekend warrior, where I would go Monday through Friday doing good, then on the weekend I would just go splurge Saturday and Sunday, and I was like, no, okay, one bad day takes up 2 good days, period. So if you go on the weekend and have 2 bad days, that's 4 good days that you just lost. So you only going one step at a time. Let's stop that. That's why I'm asking people 90 days. Then you're like, whoa, 90 days? Yeah, 90 days, 3 months. You give me 3 months and you won't do what you've been doing. Give me 3-4 months, 90 days to 120 days. Yeah, after that 4 month, you'll be like, shit, I ain't going back. I like this energy. Then at that point, you're bulletproof, and you can nibble on that bullshit and keep pushing. But if you do start overindulging on that bullshit, it will knock down that bulletproof wall that you created inside your body, and you'll easily turn back. Easily turn back. My last holiday season, and my holiday season is 7 months in my family, and I almost hit 200, and I was at 180. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna really fast that much. Do a little bit of I'm gonna do intermediate fasting, no block, and I'm gonna do like 70-30 or 60-40 on my raw fruits. Shit, nah, that didn't work. That don't work. That did not work. I gained a whole bunch of weight, and I was like, man, I'm gaining weight. I'm feeling sluggish, lazy, coming up with excuses, procrastinating. I'm like, yep, because I'm thinking about food. Oh, I'm gonna hold that off because I want to go eat this. I want to go make this. I want to go try this. Go here and eat this. Go do this and eat that. And it's like, yep, getting back into that mindset when eating takes up majority of your day. But didn't want to ramble on. The week went really good. The 72-hour fast went great. Just had that little hiccup at 20 minutes, but 72 hours and I had 20 minutes. That was bad. But I was a 4-day in autophagy. You know what that means? That means your cells are regenerating. Autophagy is what you want to be in, and I was in that for over 24 hours. So, and that's when I had my stomach pain. So if you look at what autophagy and having the stomach reset, yeah, you might experience a little bit of vomiting and some excess diarrhea, because your stomach, not excess diarrhea, it wasn't like a whole lot. Like I pooped like twice that day. The first day was 3 times, because your body's like, oh, you shut down, let's clear it out. And so 3 solids and then 2 liquids, and I didn't even poop the 3rd day. You know what I mean? Like, well, that snake came right before the 3rd day started, so that really didn't count as the 3rd day. So yeah, like that 72 hours was banging. I got a lot of work done at home, at work, and just kept pushing, man. Like, it wasn't like a push, it was smooth selling. Like, mental clarity was good, gratitude was open, and I was grounded like crazy, like humbled. Like, that's why I like the grounded, like being humble, that God got my back in this and he believes in me. So, and I keep doing it to be an example for people, because I want people to fast. I want people to feel what I feel, because the old way, what I was chasing, I wasn't feeling nothing. I was just numbing myself with food and the lifestyle choices. So another video about that. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share it to somebody that needs it. I'm only here to help put my life on display for fasting for you guys. But love you guys. Peace. It's all love, baby. Catch y'all later.